A dub here would secure OG at least a chance in tiebreakers to be able to get to the playoffs. Meanwhile, GAIMIN Gladiators, a loss would put them on the edge of elimination. So, very important series for these two teams.
They're using Naga as a map hero more than the head-on team fighter. And so, I don't know if they're... Well, that's a nice first split. The mid game, where the Midas Invoker can start to pick up the pace, the Naga can start to push the lanes.
I will say, this is a lot of magic damage against the Terrorblade.
Does a Fairy Fire.
It's going to be okay for now, but the next double edge comes in from Whisper. And look at that. He knows he's dead. He's fine with the reset. He gets as much damage on Celery as possible. Enough that Ari might even be able to get the kill off of it. Doesn't have any stick charges. He's going to die as well. They're going to miss experience as the creeps die under tower. More self-sufficient heroes. Not going to take out.
To salve the tick.
Ooh, that's unfortunate. Kite him out. Meta going to work here. They just have to try and kill the Terrorblade, but he's kited them out perfectly. And should be able to get some kills out of this one. Whisper's going to play the vision game. They'll be able to come out with the stomp. Oh, they got him!
Plays that tree line to perfection.
Damn, and he plays it even more to get a healing salve.
With the DK6. OG will try and respond, but this is a tough hero to go on.
Turn around with the Sunstrike. Does actually land with the blast off as well. They might just have enough damage. That last bomb, that last blood grenade, that last hit is just enough. Arrow to turn it around. Ari is getting healed. Okay, he finally does die, but it costs the Mirana and maybe Cell Release life too. Okay, no, BCM. He can't keep going for the dive. Bottom lane, Whisper's going for a dive of his own in this one-on-one matchup as he just continues to double edge over and over and over again, and he's got a stomp coming up. That should be more than enough.
Really nice play.
Double mine. Triple mine. Third one gets taken out, but that decreased magic resistance costs Quinn his life as BCM with the Meteor lands and does tons and tons of damage.
It's just going to be so fast here on the Brew.
Yeah. Dragon Tail. Naga Siren in some trouble. Blast off helps protect him a little bit, along with the mines. It actually forces them away. Tofu is going to be the one to die instead. Man, I really thought they had that Naga Siren, but too many saves.
GAIMIN have not had an answer for this Invoker.
Okay, don't think that was the button we wanted to hit there. Oh, panic, panic, we can kind of see it. Sunstrike goes out. A primal split now being used.
All right, Austin, take us through this fight.
It's okay, I got one on my side screen here. Primal split, so they're chasing underneath the tier 1 tower right now. Seth behind that tower is able to pop his Supernova. Well, the Primal split is trying to disjoint some of these heroes. Supernova is going to successfully explode here, healing up Ari, but it's not quite good enough. But the Primal, the Brewmaster is right in the middle of all of these heroes right now. The Radiance is burning out everybody. It's going to be an OG loss through and through. They lose 3 heroes, and all they got was a Crystal Maiden.
Everything in production still works. The testing is completed now.
Yeah, mandatory testing, guys. That's all that was. Stomp and another Sunstrike. They could just keep doing this all the time. But it did kind of prove what you were talking about there. As Whisper is saved by the Sunray. Ace is actually going to die here. Oh, the mine's too much for him to handle. Ari will die for it, but that's more than worth it for OG. Bigger than OG can handle. But they are 100-0ing heroes all the time. It's just that full 5-on-5, that's where they messed up. And that's where GAIMIN Gladiators get a lot of ground back in their favor. Actually now up in this game by a K. Dragon Tail into arrow. Centaur Stomp does manage to land. Ace is coming in though. That's the danger point. Supernova on the side, up here on the cliff. They are going to try and target both Quinn and Tofu. They're going to be able to get it just before it explodes, while Ace is still running down heroes. 3 heroes turns to 4.
Damn.
Yeah, it really has. All the Mars Yules definitely up the pick rate on that. 4 staff down. He's going to be okay. Quinn might be the one in trouble here. Ace doesn't have the Primal Split, so this is not as clear this time around. The Blast-Off doesn't quite work. Ari does manage to get off a mine, though, and that'll help bring down the Dragon Knight. Now trying to go for Ace. Whisper, stomp and run away. The Radiance Burn in the Vessel, that'll take him out. Celery gets the double kill for that, but of course, he can't run. There's no point in trying to run as a Crystal Maiden. You might as well turn and just fight to the death. Both teams smoked up. OG just a little 2-man smoke. An assassination attempt on Dyrachyo. Oh, he meant to dodge the blast off. Still gets hit by the hoof stomp, and the Sunstrike's coming in for the final blow. They get him. Even managing to dodge that blast off is still not good enough. Now, GAIMIN Gladiators wants revenge. They want to be able to bring down BZM. Tornado TP away, but they have the Frostbite. He didn't hit the Crystal Maiden, so a stun was there to stop the TP.
It'll be a bots for Ace preparing for the map war.
Got him on the Yules. Yules, oh no! The neutral creep that BZM was farming was still out in the field.
The hero they needed right now.
Oh, and it's a sleep into the ice wall. That is going to be a huge problem for GAIMIN Gladiators. They're going to lose Ace and Tofu. They're going to try and run him down next as he's out of leap charges. Whisper, can he catch up? I believe he can. He's slightly faster. The stomp will land. Big turn, real quick. Takes the tower. Baits triangle a bit.
Oh, they have a ward there.
They're gonna go for him.
He's all alone.
Seb's gonna be behind him here. Ahri is closing in as well, so they're gonna take away that first life. Let's see if they can fight around this or not. Supernova is outside of the range there. Seb, not the best placement, but he still got off
so fast.
And, oh, he just tried to TP in front of the Earth Panda. Ace trying to do a little bit of body blocking, too, with that Panda. Man's dodge on this boulder. Still chasing after him, though, with the Moonlight Shadow.
Oh, they have some ults on cooldown.
Oh, it's a little shallow.
Aggressive Force Staff, but it's not going to yield anything here. Do OG want to try and turn now? Know that ult's out.
Up on two. Tornado afterwards with the Sunray on top of this one. Bloodthorn immediately. Eul's Scepter going off. But he doesn't have Primal Splits, so Ace is still going to be in trouble, especially as the Ensnare comes on in. They know this Brewmaster is a threat. They want to deal with him, but they're ignoring the Terrorblade who's hitting in the back. I guess that's okay for now. He's got to make a break for it with no meta. Whisper being slowed down. Quinn's going to chase after him, the Ogre Seal Totem, and finish him off. A bad chase. Turnaround from OG. They do not get Ace.
Find the Naga.
And a Dragon Tail arrow. Naga will die twice in this fight.
Huge jumps from Quinn there.
Get some, get one or two BKBs out, Song, try and reset as much as possible.
Or you find that Hex.
Or you find the initiation. And this is maybe a good place to do it, though. GAIMIN Gladiators have kind of a ward here. It's right on the side, so when the smoke breaks, they're going to potentially see these heroes almost immediately get a high ground ward out, see some of them jump forward. 3-man stomp from Whisper. Blast off right on top of it. A beautiful chain combo. Wombo OG take that one easily.
Whisper, God.
Is it going to be enough? A smoke push down the river from OG. All five looking to meet all five of GAIMIN Gladiators. It's going to break onto Tofu. Force Staff gets him away from the blast off. Scythe immediately goes out onto the Brewmaster, but it got off the Primal Split, and they focus down the Supernova so easily. The song goes out, but it didn't stop because the BKBs were used by GAIMIN Gladiators, and to use the rest of this to try and reset, but the Primal Split is still kind of chasing after the Naga Siren right now. Pops the illusions, but he's done. Can't get away from the Brewmaster. A split focus there from OG and a botched initiation. He was on the Purple Panda, and the Purple Panda paid off. That's not really a tongue twister. So he gets 20% bonus status resistance. He has no other items. So it was just that. It was literally just that.
Well, he hazed the wave, right?
Oh, right. So he had 80% or whatever.
I saw him clap it. I assume he got the haze off. Another big pick, though. A bigger one, perhaps.
A second time that OG throw a whole bunch of spells at a single target. This time it works.
They're going to look for more.
Got the tornado. Dyrachyo's fighting this one out. Seb, he's going to pop the Supernova. I think this is okay. Even if he kills the egg, he's focused so much attention. Does manage to get the Sunder onto Ahri here. But Tomato with the meteors coming in, they're going to blow up this Dyrachyo Terrorblade.
From the DK here.
He's going to want to commit. Melee form and inside an ice wall. He's not moving anywhere, but neither is Whisper. Quinn Black Dragon.
OG happy with that, though. But damn, is it hard to go into this OG lineup. They are almost daring you to. That's one of the ways this egg can do some serious damage is if you blink into them. Seb can egg in the back and Sunray and you can't get out.
BCM runs straight into GAIMIN Gladiators. He did not expect them to loop around to the side. And as soon as they got that initiation, they popped their BKBs. They said, we got BCM. Let's not risk the Song of Siren screwing this one up.
He's going to get some chip damage on your towers. He's going to cut some waves, but you have a wave mid. You have your push timing. You want Raxus here. You want OG to fight you.
You need to protect this wave. Don't let Seb just kill it.
One buyback. Those range creeps are valuable.
Okay, Quinn's going to be the one to go back. The tier 3 is already dead. Backdoor protection is actually up, so the Naga Siren couldn't do anything extra. Stampede's going to be used. They're going to chase after Tomato. Tomato goes for a TP out. Okay, he realizes his error. Pops BKB. He still has Song. He can pop it here. BKB goes out from Quinn. He's going to try and chase down the Naga Siren, keep him here, but he is long since connected with this team. But they're going to turn around. They're going to drop the hammer on these guys under the Song. Sleep on through. Nice tearaway. Push it back. All these heroes. I don't think they expected that one. They're going to jump in. Tomato trying to get off a second Song, but it won't matter. The BKBs are already out. Here comes the hammers, though. Meatball after meatball laying down on top of these heroes. It's not enough to finish any of them up. An arrow goes out. BCM making a break for it here while Ari tries with a second Song to get killed, I guess.
The regen, the sustain. There's too many lives on this GAIMIN lineup. BCM drops everything, but it was awkward because he was the one getting jumped.
Good attempt, Seb, but he'll bite the dust as well.
You have to cut the waves. You have to cut the waves right now. Gotta remember, though, there's no glyph. You just try and throw in here? I don't think it's out of the question when you're in this type of game versus the Naga.
Yeah, and you have tier 2 up in the bottom lane, so you can't get Megas.
Yeah, this is the right call, I think. You have the Siege Wagons. You have the lives. You're going to get another glyph here that's valuable in itself, but...
The bottom lane is being taken right now by Tomato, but he has to come back to defend this.
Force it.
Tier 4s are dying fast. Is the backdoor protection ever going to come up? The top lane is pushed in, so it's not going to come up in time here. They got to do something. They got to be able to fight this one out. And Meteor's coming in. Ace already down to half HP, but it's whatever. Duraccio is going to go for it. Song goes out, but the BKBs are still going, and they can hit Tomato. Refresh up. Tomato, you can't just go back to your fountain. You have to fight this one through. But GAIMIN Gladiators could just focus on the objective if they want. They can kill the heroes if they want. Both are an option for GAIMIN Gladiators because they have this game in the bag.
Really nice objective call there. I think that's exactly what you want to do in that situation. Ignore the Naga split push. Who gives a damn? You have your timings. You have the 6 slots on the Terrorblade with Aegis. You had double cheeses in that previous fight.
What about some BZM? Like I'm just thinking about potentials. Never mind, that's not it.
Okay.
So they go for the Lush.
They love this duel lane. And they usually win it. Aggression onto Seb, time dilation, try and force him back.
Get some good damage on Tofu on the way out. Is he time walk for it? Does he believe in his bashes? He does not. The first blood is going to be top instead. It's Ari who dies.
They're looking to get BZM involved. Quick little rotation.
Disruption, split earth. They do enough damage. Okay, they have to use the Chronosphere to ensure it. Otherwise, he would have onslaughted away.
We'll see how much damage Duraccio can do with the start he's had here.
Oh, thought you were invincible with a haste rune until you run into Shadow Demon. Just purges it right off you. Splitter does land, so they get the kill.
That's a solid level 6 timing for these supports. They're looking to use them.
Quinn coming out of the jungle here with Ace rotating in. Easily kill the last track, though. They have to retreat now. The Fusiblade's up on Whisper. He's burned all the mana out of Ace. They don't quite have the damage to back this up, though.
Throw it!
Stun himself on the Pango, which Quinn will try and take advantage of. Disruption, but the Onslaught's going to hit him right as he comes out, and that'll burn him through. And he goes through to hit the backline. Seb is going to die as well.
That's not out of the question. This team has been very good at fighting around that pit, even from a behind position. And this is game 2 for OG.
That's true.
So they are post-Seb speech. Another pick off on the bat. Tofu has just been running into trouble this game.
Yeah. I mean, he is playing in a game where he doesn't really have cores that are going to back him up on his moves, so he's just kind of doing a lot of this solo. Freezing Fields chains the Frostbite into Unstable Concoction very nicely.
A little too aggressive there. Extra gold into the Alex pocket. Not what you want to be doing right now.
Also kicks the Pango down the network chart once again, where he has been living as the poorest core in the game. They're going to try and go for this kill on the Primal Beast with Chronosphere and some spells from supports. Those spells are good enough, though. Stops the onslaught.
They got
but BZM dies. Yeah, you throw one bad chrono, I think the game implodes. Whisper, man. Oh my god, this guy just cannot catch a break here. Gaming Gladiators are relentless on him. Okay, Tomato. He comes to the fight. He's got a Mjolnir. BKB is out on the Primal Beast.
Disarmed.
3 heroes inside of the Chronosphere, but couldn't hit a single one of them. They are going to be able to bring down the Aegis, though. Whoa, what a hit from Duraccio. 2-man stun, but the Ice Strike is doing way too much. Ace brings through with the onslaught. All of those heroes, a complete miscue there from Quinn, but they get the lasso onto BZM. They need to take out this Last Strike. He's doing far too much in this team fight. And Quinn, well, BZM has just run out of mana, so Quinn is now too strong for OG to handle. He gets the burnout barely on this Last Strike. And for fear of the Shadow Demon, got a lot of poison stacks, got a disruption out. Another disarm, another Heaven's Halberd. They got a disarm back onto him. Whisper comes through, down the bridge he goes. Perfect driving from Whisper.
But that is an Ags for the Shadow Demon. So double purge up for Seth.
How did he get so farmed, by the way? Grab lasso, Whisper tries to go for a pickoff here, and it turns into his own death as the Rainbow TPs come out from GAIMIN Gladiators. How did Zip get so much farm?
What we have right now for the next minute. OG might try and force this, knowing there's no out BKB.
Bloodstone's back up. BZM. Quinn's going to try and target him. Immediate grab onto the Pango, but the Chronosphere catches the two of them. The Unstable Concoction hit the back line. They win for Zep, but disrupts on himself. The Huskar dies. Duraccio couldn't get enough done during that Chronosphere, and the other 2 cores were locked down, so this fight is cleanly won by OG.
And stolen, pulverized, to lock him in the dirt.
Feels like as long as you don't get jumped and 100-0'd on Faceless Void, the team fight is nigh impossible for GAIMIN Gladiators, as Ari Yules to dodge the life break. And was it just me, or did he drop an item somewhere in there?
Oh, just you.
Okay.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Oh, that's a nice disruption. He cannot TP here.
He's going to purge him. And he will get Chronosphered. So, a pickoff on Huskar, a pickoff on the Alchemist. OG are cruising, man. You're just...
We're effectively 3 melee cores. And we just haven't seen the supports be effective in these team fights. The Bat Maiden have just been borderline useless.
Yeah. Yeah, they have been. All that confidence to like sit back and hit their timing, and when they did, they missed twice in a row, and that's the end of the game.
Okay, there's
Lasso pullback. Nice pick off on Whisper. That's pretty much the one hero that they have been bullying the entire game.
They're gonna try and force the fight. Alex still dead for 5 seconds here.
Doesn't matter to Quinn, apparently. He's going to charge after the Leshrac, the Bloodstone. Now the Yules. Trying to deal with some of those burning spears. Chasing after Ari here. He gets away. Glimmer Cape blink out.
All right, Alk is back.
Another light break on BZM. Eats the cheese. The Alchemist is going to come through and clean up this Leshrac. Disruption goes off. He also got off the BKB, but he's going to come back into just physical damage from Quinn and Duraccio.
How much more can they get? They want every little bit they can get here.
I mean, Tomato, public enemy #1, but Duraccio can't get the unstable concoction on him.
Run through these saves and just stay in the fight. You're not worried about dying.
Roll in, roll. Oh, Ogre Steel Totem, but he's too far away from the cliff. He wanted to get the bounce back up, but Heaven's Halberd. Not going to stop this constant onslaught. OG,
Dyrachyo.
hero after hero.
He's going in.
Tomato, he's going to jump in after this. Can Dyrachyo surprise them? No, he's going to go cut the waves.
He was looking for Seb, and Seb just outblinked him.
Yeah.
So nothing on the backside of that fight for the Alchemist as GAIMIN get caught on the map.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Still have a glyph. So they're going to save all the buybacks here. That's something. But can you fight this Chronosphere? It's the big question.
I don't think so. Wait, maybe they can fight it with the buyback lives? That's the one thing that I think you could do. Tomato with his BKB. A little bit of premature there. Quinn tries to get out there with a light break. Does manage to grab Whisper. He rolls away, some decent distance away. Quinn now gets the light break onto the Lashrak, trying to push him back. BKB, Ogre Seal, totem away. While Dyrachyo goes for the jump in, he got pulverized. Ari counters him, as does Seb with the disruption, and Tomato will clean it up now.
That's just it, right? That was your Hail Mary. Try and burst the Faceless Void, but again, the saves. Both of these supports can interrupt those plays. It just makes them impossible. The second that Roshan got taken away. Voice lines for Seb.
Man, Ari has gotten really good use. He has been a much better Primal Beast than Ace has managed to.
I mean, there's nothing that threatens him in these fights. He's just waiting. Dyrachyo, one more fight, and he stuns himself.
One more attempt to go for the supports, and the supports will counter him.
That's it.
I mean, that's a rough game for GAIMIN because I think they understand their time in this game. I think they understand what OG presented them with, which was better scaling, a better late game window, you know, better Roche contest once they have the Faceless Void and Leshrac items.
You can build Orchid. I think I hear Avery, are you talking?
They keep suggesting anti-mage mid.
Wait,
Whenever they
offlane
see
Rubik?
Oh,
Offlane
is
Rubik.
it mid Marana? What is going on?
Dude, I was
Mid-Marana,
hoping...
offlane Rubik, is that it?
I don't think support Primal is a thing. I've tried it. I've seen other people try it.
Apparently, Ari has tried it quite a bit. He is gold tier, Primal Beast. He's going to go for a kill on Quinn, and he does enough damage.
I mean,
First
support
blood.
Primal is one of those heroes that can really just accelerate that mid lane. Got a lot. Relax there. Did not get the Mars. That is a biggest.
Yeah, that's a shield rune. This is a Cormoran, and Tofu's not going to be able to bring him down so easily. He's got one leap charge. That's it. Seb is going to help him out a little bit here. Nice tanking the arrow for Quinn, just to make sure.
They have some little stacks
Now Whisper's
here.
coming in with the Shikuchi, so he is very dangerous. The Primal Beast is going to charge up the hill while they're going to go for Celery. Celery gets off the Tombstone up on the high ground, though.
Tombstone.
Ari's stuck there. They're going to try and hit it from the low ground. They will be able to get it thanks in part to Ari, giving them the vision, but he'll die for that. Meanwhile, Seb dies inside the arena, so both supports down. Disruption, can he get the angle to get the arrow? No, the creeps block it out. Tofu is going to get the lasso as a result. They're going to go for Seb with Ace on the other side. The arena goes out. BZM making a break for it, but will get killed.
What was that?
By the level 1 heal from Undying. So back to the top lane. Okay, if the Leshrac is mid, maybe we can just run over any heroes up here. They'll run into the Undying. Telekinesis into Pulverize. Spear gives Celery a chance to cast some spells, but zap.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They move to try and reclaim the jungle here off the blink.
Pulling back into the Split Earth. The burst damage, is it enough? The Onslaught's coming up. Can get away. Even though the arrow lands on Quinn, the damage was already sent out. They'll use all that damage to farm neutral creeps.
GAIMIN want to push forward.
Yeah, they just keep it going. Now, Shikuchi is only going to last so long. They have the dust out there as well. Another Shikuchi's coming up, but he is chain stun. Nice spear. Tomato's going to work, though, with that amp damage.
That's a stolen arena planted.
They got to finish somebody here. All of these heroes. Tomato just could not fixate on a single one of them. Now, finally, they get one of them. It's going to be Dyrachyo, the best hero, perhaps, to get. Deal with the Tombstone now before he waveform forward. Chasing after Celery. BZM's going to join him. Trying to burst down this support. They get him, and now they try and get out, but BZM, once again, used all his leap charges. He got in, but had no escape plan.
With the tombstones going OG's way. Look at another step pickoff, but Ace might pay for it. They would like to collect his bounty, and they will.
Too much magic damage between that duo right there. 788 gold for that kill too. Ari gonna go for another one, grabs Tofu, and helps Tomato secure a double kill.
This Morphling's cooking. You said Morphling doesn't build armor?
Ignore that.
What?
I
mean, that's true. It's
I'm
only because he
a-
has 100 passive armor.
Yeah, I was thinking of the Revenant's Brooch build. I was trying to get to that, that's all. So what if Weaver gets Revenant's Brooch and blows up the Morphling like he did that TV?
Yes.
Bonk.
That is possible in this game, but we're a long ways away.
Gonna get kited around by this Purge, so why not just put yourself in the middle of the enemy right away?
It's a good idea at this game. Especially since there are no BKBs.
Yeah,
Arcane Rune
Quinn.
on top of it.
He's like, whatever, the kill is secondary to the Arcane Rune that I can bottle.
That burst. You didn't even use the Dagon. Didn't get the charge.
Use the Conda, though. Oh, got him on the Gleipnir. Time-lapse goes off. Disruption. Holds him in place. Shikuchi's coming up in a second, but I think they got him. Yeah.
Too many stuns.
Big plays from OG. So that's cool.
It's an extra little stun.
Gleipnir stuns for the Weaver. Fast jump onto the Morphling. They got him.
Damn.
That's what that Blink Dagger does for you. Fast damage. If you get the catch on the Morphling, big spree the Morphling had.
Benefit of that obs on that triangle. Pays off big time. I'm going to try and collect Ari up here again, just trying to get the lanes out. And he's gone. GAIMIN collapsing the map a little bit.
And right back to mid. Celery setting it up for Quinn. Though maybe it's Celery. Oh, God. That was a lot of damage very quickly. Arrow's going to land. He got off the Bloodstone, though. And BZM went into him, so he even got a little heal off of that Bloodstone. BZM turns around with his BKB to fight this Bat Rider, but he's having a hard time putting damage in, and now he's pinned.
Whisper gets caught too, and the Morphling was dead that entire time. He has Shiva's amp, Cloak of Flames for some survivability. Kaya built in with that.
Ari running in with his BKB. He's going to grab the Undying. See if they can burst him real quickly. And the Conda is not quite enough damage. Tomato waveforms through the walls, but he's surrounded by so many heroes right now. Now he's going to be lassoed. They're all laying into this Morphling, and there is not enough Morph strength in the world to be able to deal with that kind of damage.
All this spell power on OG's side, but they can't throw it into anything.
Whisper
Dagon
couldn't get his hands on the Shikuchi. Hasn't been able to in quite some time. BZM gets a kill out of it, but he can really only kill supports, it seems like.
And he'll save his leap.
Quinn is looking pretty untouchable. Trying to get MKB on BZM. His damage has looked pretty lackluster. Pull back on Ari. Moonlight Shadow, they have the dust to reveal. He has BKB, but they already did enough damage that Dyrachyo might be able to finish him off. That final couple of hits, and the Gleipnir comes through. That's enough. And that Dagon 5, not very impressive anymore.
I don't know if that's like frame possible or something, but...
Well, maybe this is OG. They immediately push out. They're like, okay, they failed an attempt. Maybe we can go back in. It doesn't start very good with BC. I'm already dead.
This fight is over before it began. Tomato does not have a chance to do anything here. They cannot Megas, so they got that at least.
Tier 2 still up. Well,
there's a large wave.
They're still sticking around, man. GAIMIN
they got
Gladiators.
lasso.
You get the jump. Morphling another time. Yeah, I mean, Tomato just cannot play this game.
Do you believe, Cap? The game is back.
OG will match up against Team Spirit as their final series. They'll both be 3-3, and they'll both be needing to win that final series to put themselves into potentially tiebreaker or playoff berth. Either way, GAIMIN Gladiators just need this final lane of barracks for Megas, and Mega creeps before 40 minutes. I would love to know what the earliest Mega creep game that ended in a loss still would be. You know what I mean? Because, like, Maker Creeps at 50 minutes, okay, whatever. Maker Creeps at 38 minutes? That seems impossible to deal with. Arena grabbing both supports inside of it. They just need the follow-up. Dirachi's trying to provide that. Quinn marches through with his BKB Bloodstone and all his damage. He is just a sparkly, bright light, delivering justice upon OG, bringing down tier 4 towers, bringing down the ancient OG. Apparently going to fight to the bitter end underneath their fountain, but not even the fountain can save them.
But are you starting to believe, Austin? Are you starting to believe in the comeback of us? Okay, the game is over. GAIMIN have done it 2-1. They have defeated the offlane Rubik. They have saved themselves from the most embarrassing Twitter shitstorm of all time.
It's true. That's true.
It would have been,
I know he was weighing heavily.
3x major champ lost Rubik offlane griefer, ha.
They have saved themselves. They have dodged an ultimate defeat, and for OG, a setback in a tournament where they were gaining a lot of momentum, maybe too much momentum, as maybe they went a little bit too far